Hello everybody, my name is Cree Gotcha, and I'm the modern day equivalent of a medieval jester. Welcome back to the channel, and more importantly, welcome to 3.0. That is right, we are back on the Creator Experience server, or the CES for short again, and we get to test not one, but two new agents. This is part one. And with part one, we will be trying out the wonderful, elegant, beautiful Velina. Velina is a first of hopefully many wind agents. She is a wind anomaly sub DPS who, if you've played Genshin, is pretty much just a swirler. She swirls. With this video, I have a wonderful plan for the live gameplay, and then we will go over some community questions after, but I kind of just want to give my live thoughts on her first before we get into those. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you over there. All footage you see was recorded on the CES and is subject to change, so just keep that in mind when watching the video. Alright, bye. What's that, Velina? They don't own an air fryer? What? No, I'm just fucking with you. Welcome back, welcome to the live segment of the video. As I stated in the intro, we have access to Velina, the beautiful, elegant wind anomaly agent of the first banner of 3.0. That was a lot of titles. I felt like I was in Game of Thrones for a second. Velina, like I said, is the first wind agent, and more importantly, wind anomaly. There's a ton of anomaly agents. There's a ton of different combos and configurations you could do with this, but I'm a man of few needs. Burnice is arguably one of my favorite anomaly agent, so most of my testing has been with Burnice. I have tested all the other anomaly agents with her, but for the most part, Burnice is the funnest to me. The reason why I say this is an air fryer team is you'll see in the gameplay, but Velina likes to spawn in tornadoes like 24/7, and they fuse with whatever element they interact with, and that element being fire. So there is just a constant air frying, menacing tornado swirling around the boss, and it is wonderful. There are so many red numbers, white numbers, throw in some blue, and maybe it could be the USA. But for all the testing, just know everyone's M0W1. Velina's on her new set. There is a free-to-play. Before anyone screenshots this, it's not my account. This is the CES. Please. None of these are mine. I wish I had these. I wish I had like 20 of these, but I don't. But if you don't have our W engine, we are getting a new free-to-play engine in 3.0 for, I'm assuming, an event. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said that in the live stream. This one, pretty good. It seems to be a pretty good free-to-play option. If not, like, there's Weeping Gemini. There's literally always Weeping Gemini. Sometimes I like to think that the devs regret making Weeping Gemini because of how good it is. She gets ER from it because, you know, she's a sub DPS. And she increases all of her damage. Everyone gets 60 AP, you know, yada yada. So in total, she gets like 140 AP, 150, something like that. Her kit's pretty simple. She gets stacks from anomaly procs, from using her EX, stuff like that. She builds a bar. This is Endless Zone 0. All of our agents have bars now. Yes, they can all rap. No, they all have bars. They all have little circles that you get from building a bar. Whenever you proc anomalies, she spawns tornadoes. Whenever you hold basic attack, when you have enough of your charge, she spawns tornadoes. Whenever she uses her ult, she spawns tornadoes. If you were looking for an in-depth guide with everyone's max performance scores and everything like that, click off my video. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here. So I had it blocked off in that, but as a warning, we are going to be going against the new 3.0 boss. They showcased it in the live stream, so it's not really spoilers, and like it's kind of just like a creature. But if you're not okay with spoilers, click ahead. We're gonna be answering some community questions, and by some community questions, like 4 people asked the same exact question. So we're gonna be answering the collective hive mind question at the end. You can go over there. It's gonna be like a tier list. stuff like that, yada yada, we'll yap. But you have been warned. Anyways, all right. Now that all of those losers are gone, don't tell them I said that. Don't tell them I said that. They don't need to know that. Hey, look at me. Look at me. It's between you. It's between me. Okay? Obviously, whole new rupture for wind. It's still kind of Promia. It's Promia and Velina. Spoilers, they're very good together. But other than that, it's like, it's Velina. For team, we are going to be using Yuzua, M0W1, with a beautiful 8 substats. I honestly didn't want to go change her build. I'm going to be honest. I logged in the CES, I saw I had 3k attack, ER, anomaly mastery, and I was like, perfect. Perfect. Velina, like you saw, is going to be M0W1, her new 4-piece set that prioritizes AP, 50 AP, and you increase your damage whenever you do wind damage, yada yada yada. Pretty good for her. And then Burnice. Honestly, I could kind of say that you could probably get off of Chaos Jazz for this, as long as you're on fielding her more, and you could probably do like a different set. But honestly, just quick swapping back and forth, you can keep the uptime of Chaos Jazz pretty easily. It might be a little inconsistent if you're not used to it. Other than that, M0W1, 25 substats. And then for our handy dandy bang boo, we're going to be going with the new Ultra Jake. Ultra Jake is whenever there's at least one Rose Califer enemy on your one Rose Califer character in your squad. When any squad member triggers Vortex or uses a chain attack, all squad members gain 4 energy, and Ultra Jake's active skill deals 50% increased damage. He gives energy. He's level 5, because Ultra Jake has to be level 5. This guy's a superhero. He's here to carry. Team rotation is piss easy. It's an anomaly team. Quick swap with Yuzua forward, get your buff. Oh shit, I didn't. 1 moment. Oh, fucker, I just restarted it. Much better. Anyways, like I was, oh fuck. All right, nope. I gotta stop tabbing out. I gotta stop tabbing out whenever we're loading. I keep tabbing out, and then I tab back in so I can, you know, play the video game, and I click forward and move forward before I can explain what I want to explain. Okay, so now that the team is layered correctly, it's a pretty standard anomaly team. Yuzua buffs, swaps forward into Burnice. Burnice has a quick swap forward with her ultimate. And then Velina, when she spawns a tornado, when she's on field, it back swaps. So it's gonna be Yuzua swaps forward, Burnice swaps forward, Velina swaps back. Other than that, it's use energy when they got it. You will learn very fast that this boss arena is really cool. But secondly, that this boss is a complete and total pushover. I'm going to keep it a $150 with you, my friend, and I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. I did not read this boss's mechanics at all. At all. I don't even know what gives you performance points other than like a parry segment. He like does like a parry segment and like a big like yellow X pops up on screen. You parry that and you get performance points. Other than that, I'm sure it's like get disorders or like something like that. 1 minute. Each successful parry against consecutive downward smashes after it activates Corrupted Barrier gains 1,000 performance points. Successfully triggering a $$ chain parry $$ against the final slam grants an additional 1,000 performance points. Successfully breaking the Corruptive Barrier grants 1,500 performance points. So parry during its parry stage. Yuzua's got like a why is Yuzua like in a faceless edit? We came out of it and it was just looking like this, and then Eos is tweaking on the ground. Anyways, combat. Yes, like I said, this boss is kind of like free. Like it's not really hard, especially when it's getting hit with like a multitude of things. And spawn our tornado. And we back onto Nice. The good thing about Burnice is there's just a lot of things that she kind of like back swaps a little bit. There's our first tornado. It seems like we're about to start getting into stage, so I'm going to kind of drop as many things I can to get those nice performance points. Performance points and the decibels from all these parries I'm about to be hitting. As you can see, the air fryer assessment is pretty fair. Pretty fair. There are tornadoes blasting. He's about to go into his corruptive state. He's gonna get a corruptive barrier, and he's gonna go crazy style on it. He's gonna go crazy style on it. Any day now. Any day now. There we are. Alright. Alright, I missed one already. We're not getting massive performance points, but it's aight. It's aight. We're going to go for a double chain onto the Nice, just so we can get some extra decibels. Pop our ultimate, that's going to go onto Velina, and then we will go back wild on this guy. Ultimate, spawn another tornado. It's going to back swap onto Burnice, who has her, whatever it's called. For a bloom. It's going to sound really crunchy. Really crunchy. The noise, since like the CES doesn't have all the sound effects on it, so it's just like really crunchy noises. Pop our usual ult just so we can refresh our buff and get a little extra energy. All nice and right. Velina's parry animation is it's something. It is something. It is a face full of Velinas. That is all I will say. Like, but I haven't mentioned how I feel about Velina. Velina is peak. Honestly, like, I'm not much of an anomaly person. I don't get a lot of anomaly agents, but playing Velina here has fully convinced me to go for M0W1 Velina on my main account, just because of how fun this team really is. Like, I don't care if it's not the best in the world. Just the fact that, like, the giant wind tornadoes is just so fun. It is so fun. Okay, hold there. We're gonna spawn our tornado. And it's not gonna, okay, I was like, it's not gonna trigger the chain. Hold that. Ult back onto Velina. Do a couple normal attacks. Yeah, no. Just a day's work. Just a day's work. Burnice's ultimate should be out by the, yeah. I was about to say, by the time this goes, we'll get in our bloom, hold our EX. It's gonna run, try to shoot things at me, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna spawn our tornado in. Use what EX. Spawn a tornado just cause it's about to end. Let's end on a cool frame. But as you can see, just yapping and playing. Let's end it there. Yeah, run at the screen. She is peak. He is very good. Like, I can't overstate this. New element. They want to come out and make a good element good. Like, they want to make a new element good as it comes out, because, you know, they want people to pull it. Honestly, I could say, like, safely say, like, as someone who's barely trying, I didn't even get max performance points. Like, I kind of suck. I'm kind of, like, mediocre. I've been really out of practice on Zenless. I can comfortably say that if you like Anomaly, pull Velina, you won't regret it. She is so much fun. Recently, and I might get some flack for this. While I like Nangongyu, I don't like what she does for Anomaly. I feel like Anomaly was kind of unique by running, you know, 2 Anomaly agents in a support rather than support stunner Anomaly. And Nangong kind of replaced every sub DPS because it's like, why wouldn't you want to stun the boss? Nangong has a bloom. She has good anomaly buildup because she scales off of AM. Like, she just kind of ruins the archetype, and she's just really, really good. So to see someone like Velina come out pretty soon after and kind of bring us back into normal anomaly, while looking peak while doing it, is something I vastly appreciate and something that I'm very happy to invest into. I really like Velina's design. She's just like 3.0 Yishuan for me. I have a type, what can I say? I can wholeheartedly recommend her M0W1. Mindscapes is up to your discretion. I don't really go over Mindscapes in my videos just because I don't think they're like the most cared about thing for most players on my channel specifically. And there are countless better guide makers than me that will tell you what is good and what is not, what the percentage is, what the highest investment, like, oh, you should go for M2 because it has a 37% increase over M0. Oh my god, could you imagine if an M2 had a 37% increase? I know Seeds is like a 30, but 37 is kind of insane. That would be like a borderline must pull if you liked the agent. That'd make him so strong. Anyways, we will be going over to our next segment. Live Cree says, pull Velina, she's fun. Help me. Help me. I don't know what's going on. Why was there a bunch of cloud airs on my screen? I'm scared. I was like corrupting. Okay. So for our next segment, I posed a question to my viewers. This is something I'm going to be doing from now on for these types of videos, for these early access videos, because I want you guys to be able to ask questions. And, you know, as someone who has access to the CES, I want to be able to answer those burning questions you might have about new characters. So I did pose the question. I was like, hey guys, I'll be making Velina and Pyrois videos soon. So I want to answer some questions, leave them in the comments below. And we had about 11, 13 comments. Like 3 of those are like replies from me. And they are all mainly the same for Velina. So we will be combining all of these questions into 1 or 2 questions. So the main thing that was posed by the community, Sloth Bear King, Shinobi, Procyon. I'm gonna hope, buddy. Is pretty much like, who is Velina's best in slot teammate? Who does Velina want to be with until the end of time? And that's pretty much all it boiled down to. Other than that, Sloth Bear King, like, does she buff specific elements better, or is it spread equally? I believe as of now that Wind Anomaly has been broken down by smarter creators, and you can see like what Windswept, the percentages for Windswept on different elements is. But when it comes to tier listing, I can do that. So, oh, the Cloudflare error. Did you see that? So what I can say about this is that I have it all set up. I have all of the not applicable people here. There are a couple that could probably work, like stunners, like Ambi, Chingy. Oh, Grace, what are you doing here? Get down there. Like little stunners like that, Pulchra. They have their cases, but for the most part, I don't really think anyone's going to be running these. The only stunner I could really see being used in anomaly teams is like Chingy and like in shock teams. So not really. Pulchra with Sons of Calydon, stuff like that. Not really used. Lycon is like the main anomaly stunner that isn't Nangung Yu at this point. So that's why he's down here. So S is going to be best in slots, like Velina loves these characters love Velina. A below that is like, they're pretty good, but I wouldn't say as good as S. B is like, they'll work, or it's situational, and C is like, I just do not recommend it. I do not recommend touching that. So for our first S is, we don't have them. Oh no. 1 second. Oh, I'm an artist. Oh my god. Da Vinci, hit me up, bruh. We need to collab. Alrighty. Forgive me, I had to have an unpaid intern draw me a Rimiel picture real quick. Why not upload an actual picture of Rimiel? This is funnier. So you may ask, why am I putting Rimiel here? You know, she's not even out. She's not even on this list. It's because Zenless posted this. They posted this today. We have Velina's recommended team composition. Spoilers, Bromia and Arya are very good with her. Yuzua's best in slot. But they posted something interesting. They specifically mentioned that Velina and Remiel are very good together. This is a recommended team comp. So if I can assume that they are specifically putting this out when we know literally nothing about Remiel other than that she's pretty, pink, and angelic, is that she wants to work with Velina, we can assume that she wants to work with Velina. So we will be keeping track of her, and that being said, we will be putting her as her best in slot teammate. This looks so stupid, by the way. I think we can all assume that that Remiel is coming in 3.1, and she's going to be very good with Velina. She's going to be the Void Hunter. She's going to be the anniversary unit. It makes sense. It makes sense. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, we don't know anything. All we have is a Twitter post, but I'd like to assume that they're going to be best in slot with each other. Our other best in slots that were already shown, Chromia works very well, of course. I mean, she's mainly a bloom damage. A bloom works with wind. Disorder is kind of iffy, but disorder agents, you can't disorder off of wind. But a bloom-centric characters, they both do a bloom, she buffs the blooms. Of course, they're going to be very good together. Another bloom character is Arya. Arya Velina is very good. Arguably, I think at like one extra cost, like M1 Velina, I believe it is actually better than Nangong for Arya Yuzua. So like Arya Yuzua and M1 Velina is better than Nangong, but I mean like it's like a extra mindscape, but it's still very good. It's still very good. Other than that, we can move all of our little supports in place real quick. I think Lucy's an interesting case. Okay, so I think Lucy's teammate dependent. I think if you're running her with Burnice, she's not bad. She could maybe even move up to A. But I think B is a pretty accurate place for her. Maybe moving up to A if you're using Burnice, just because, you know, M6, her little chud, makes it like rainbows whenever someone EXs, and Burnice EXs a lot. Nicole, I think, is an A. I mean, come on, it's Nicole. She's good. She's good in all teams. She's a little dependent. I think if you play her kind of bad, she can move down to B. But if you play her at like a normal to expert level, she's a very solid A. Nicole is just the GOAT. Rena is, man, Rena hurts, bro. I wish she was better. But unfortunately, it just seems like they want Rena to exist on a shock only format. I think if you run her with someone like Grace or someone like Yanagi, you'll be fine. But for the most part, I think B is pretty deserved, maybe even moving down to C. Sokaku's C. Don't use Sokaku. I don't like this girl. She sucks. Seth, another one. Don't use Seth. Don't use Seth. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do it. It's not worth it. His entire buff is a deadly assault stage buff. It's not worth it. Justice for my boy. I love this guy, but it just don't do it. It don't work. Caesar is right alongside, honestly below Lucy. All they really need to do to her is just make her shield affect on-field and off-field agents, so they both get the attack buff. Would be really nice. I think that's all that she really needs. For the fact that she only buffs one agent on a dual DPS setup, kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Astra's A. I mean, Astra's just a generalist. She'll give you damage percent. She'll give you attack. The crit damage is kind of worthless, but everything else, like, it's still a really good buff. Yuzua is like top of the meta. I'll move it below Remiel just because something interesting is going on here. Why isn't Yuzua here? Why is it just these two? Obviously they're hiding something here on the third teammate, and I don't want to assume that Yuzua is better than Remiel. So, which is funny because I should be assuming that because, you know, Remiel's not out yet, but Remiel is a Void Hunter. It's like there's literally no way that Yuzua beats her out on this team. So she will be moving there because in every other case, presumably, you're going to want to use Yuzua. So Yuzua will go above these. Next up is Lycon. Could be fine, could be not fine. Need more testing. And my testing, I didn't really like it, but I don't really like Lycon's new potential. So that's kind of on me. So just take that with a grain of salt, and better Lycon players will definitely probably improve this, but I think B is pretty fair for him. Xiao, I think, is a very solid A. I think people sleep on Xiao really hard. She's a little clunky in some cases, but she works pretty well as a generalist unit, especially like if you just have her at M1. I think she's like Astriel level support, which is pretty good, Other than that, we have Suna. Suna's probably fine if you're running another AOD, like if you're running Arya or if you're running Nongong with her, but for the most part, Suna's not as generalist as Yuzua, so she's not moving up there. I think A is perfectly fine for her. And the final stunner slash support is Nongong Yu. I think Nongong is a very solid A. I wouldn't move her specifically into S, but from my testing, I've gotten pretty good scores with a like hyper carry Velina. So like Velina, Yuzua, Nongong. I thought it was a pretty solid comp, but I wouldn't move her to S. I would keep her in A. Now that we have all those, wait a minute. Wait a second. What does Vivian do? No, I'm joking. What are you doing here? Ambi is the Zoro equivalent in Zenless Zone Zero. She just gets lost. Really good units, as you saw. I think Burnice is an S. I think this is like her best in slot team is going to be with Velina. She wants to work with Velina. It was a very fun combo. I think she is incredibly strong with Velina. So I think an S is pretty fair. I think a lower S, I think she's one of the lower ones. Like these two are definitely better than her, but I do think that Burnice is an S tier teammate with Velina. Next up is a very good teammate with Velina, and that is Jane. This is a clear improvement. This is 100% Jane's new best in slot. So if you care about your Jane Doe, your little rat, definitely pick up Velina for her. Speaking of physical anomaly, we have her humble A rank version, Piper. Piper is an interesting case. I think she's almost as good as Jane. A lot of people tend to agree with that. I do think she's a little clunky, and she's more restrictive on like her additional, but that being said, she does have pretty good impact. People don't really speak about that, but like her impact from her EX and her slams, since, you know, like she's spinning an engine block, is pretty good. I definitely would throw her an A. I think this is best in slot for her, but I don't think it's as good as these up here, but I would definitely put her in A. Next up is Grace. I'm sorry, but Grace isn't very good. She's not very good. If it's free to play, I'm sure this will work perfectly fine, but I would not recommend it unless like you have to. Next up is Miyabi. I wouldn't put Miyabi in S just because Miyabi's very disorder dependent and Wind doesn't really do disorders. It's more of a bloom thing. Miyabi potential where she gets a blooms and then she torments the meta for 40 more years. But I still think she's a very solid A teammate. Like, you're gonna clear. It's Miyabi. Like, it's Miyabi. They can anti-show Miyabi all they want, but she's still gonna clear. Vivian. A lot of people have been really weird about Vivian and Velina, and Vivian and Wind in general. But from my testing, as someone who runs a lot of Vivian Burnice, it feels exactly the same, and I think it's pretty fun. I think it's pretty fun. I don't think it's as good. I think like the highest I was getting was like 34k on the shill, which isn't like amazing for a shill, all M0W1, but I thought it was fun. It was fun. That's all that really matters. You get a forward assist on the Vivian and a back assist on the Vivian, so you get a bunch of flight feathers, so it kind of makes it more manageable. Going back to our Thyrans with physical anomaly attributes, I'm sorry, man. It just don't really work. These two are kind of B. I wasn't really vibing with it. I didn't think it was that great. You can't like really disorder, and these guys like want disorders, so them and B just kind of makes sense. If anything, I would like move Grace far away because obviously like Grace is a lot worse than these. But like all in all, I just don't. These two aren't that great with it. Someone could prove me wrong. I'm not really the best Alice or Yanagi player, but from my testing, this is kind of what I've seen. This is what I've seen. So screenshot it, post it on Twitter, call me a LARPer chud. I don't know, but this is my tier list for who works with who. The S Velina, best in slot, and then nothing else is getting named. It's just S Velina, Savelina. Alrighty though, we are going to end the video there. This is going to be a lot of editing. I'm looking at my timer and it's already at like 40 minutes. So this is going to be fun for me. But if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe. When you comment, let me know, are you pulling Velina? Are you excited for Velina? Are you saving for someone else? Are you shocked that they already revealed that Remiel is Velina's best in slot? Did this video change your mind on pull plans? Should I quit YouTube forever? Find out on the next time of Dragon Ball Z. But nah, I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, a great weekend, weekday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever it is. I just hope you have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next one for Pyrois. Bye.